What's up, my peeps? Time for something new. I'm gonna attempt to review Backlash in under 5 minutes. Let's go. So, the kickoff. You had Baron Corbin complaining to Daniel Bryan that he doesn't have a match on the show, despite beating Dean Ambrose on main event, or actually not on main event, on SmackDown in that main event via disqualification. And so Daniel Bryan puts him up against Apollo Crews, which actually turns out to be a good match. I enjoyed it. I was rooting for Apollo Crews though, but Baron Corbin won once he dropped Apollo Crews face first onto his knee and then followed it up with the end of days. I felt like Apollo Crews maybe needed the win more, because since he won that triple threat match for the IC Championship, or for the opportunity at the IC Championship, he's lost every other match since. I think. Anyway, whatever. He lost against The Miz like twice in a row. So, afterwards, the main show, Shane and Daniel Bryan come out. They announced that the women's match is going to kick it off, which, by the way, I thought was a great match. They all performed well. I'm going to go through the eliminations really quick. So, Alexa Bliss was the first one to get eliminated when Natalya and Naomi went ahead and went for a double team move, a powerbomb into a blockbuster, which Naomi kind of botched, but whatever. They took her out of the match, so Alexa is the first to be eliminated. That kind of took me by surprise. I thought she was going to be there towards the end. And then when it comes to Naomi's elimination, she went ahead, went for a springboard move. Nikki just got her in midair with the forearm, and then Natalya made her tap out with the sharpshooter. And afterwards, Natalya got eliminated when Nikki hit her with the TKO, covered her, and got the win. And Nikki then got eliminated by Carmella when she rolled Nikki up, grabbed the trunks, and got the 3 count. Like, I was expecting Nikki Bella to eliminate Carmella in this match and then Carmella come back and cost Nikki the match. But they're really making Carmella look strong. I mean, she beat Nikki on SmackDown and then also beat her in this match. So then it was down to Becky and Carmella, and Becky eventually gets the win with the disarmer, which was my prediction, so I'm happy I was right, but also I'm happy Becky won because that's what I wanted to see as well. She then gets interviewed and, is like, oh, I don't know how to hold this because I've never held one of these before, talking about the championship. And then we see Bray Wyatt attacking Randy backstage. I had seen some reports that Randy couldn't compete against Bray Wyatt before the show. So that, explains it kayfabe-wise. So afterwards, you get Usos versus the Hype Bros. Like this match too. This was another good match. And one of the spots I really liked was Mojo Rawley charging both the Usos on the outside and hitting them basically with a double pounce onto the barricade. The match ends when they go ahead, grab Zack Ryder's leg. Actually, Jey Uso hits him with a chop block on the leg. And then Jimmy super kicks the leg and then locks it in a single leg Boston Crab. Zack Ryder taps out. Like this match, and I like the fact that the heel Usos don't abuse the super kick. It's not a freaking super kick match. And moving on, you had The Miz telling Daniel Bryan backstage, I'm about to do what you can't do, basically wrestle. And then Daniel Bryan looks like he's about to cry. He then proceeds to have a really good match with Dolph Ziggler, which lasted a good while. Like, it actually felt like an important match. They gave it time, and I enjoyed it. At the end, The Miz retains when Maurice sprays something in Dolph's eyes, and then Miz follows it up with a skull-crushing finale. Happy with the finish, happy with the match, and I think this leads to Dolph Ziggler turning heel, like I said in my prediction. And so then Bray Wyatt beats Randy via forfeit, or he demands to, and they make Bray versus Kane instead in the no-holds-barred match, which actually turned out to be a really good match. The coolest spot was when Bray Wyatt hit a running senton on Kane through the announce table. They used some chairs. Eventually, Randy comes walking down the ramp, gets in the ring, hits the RKO on Bray, and Kane follows it up with a chokeslam for the win, so Kane actually won the match. And I have no issues with it. Kane gets a significant win. Who knows, he might challenge AJ for the championship, so these wins help. And as far as Bray Wyatt goes, it took him an RKO and 2 chokeslams to lose, so it's not like he lost clean. And moving on, Usos versus Heath and Rhino. Heath actually got a bunch of offense in this match, some forearms, some neck breakers, and at the end of the match, Rhino hits a gore without the ref seeing. While he's not the legal man, he sneaks out the ring. Heath Slater pins the Uso and gets the win. So Heath Slater and Rhino are actually the new tag team champions. I thought the Usos would win, but I'm really happy I was wrong on that. And I'm looking forward to seeing them as the tag team champions, although I have a feeling that they might just have the Usos beat him like on SmackDown this week right away for the tag team titles. We'll see. Moving on to the best match of the night and also Dean Ambrose's best title defense yet. AJ, Dean Ambrose. This was great. This was a phenomenal match, pun intended. Throughout the entire match, AJ was working on Dean's leg, locking in the calf crusher multiple times. Dean looked to be in excruciating pain, some really good selling. At some point, he threw AJ, or catapulted AJ, headfirst into the ring post. They fought in the crowd, and at the end, AJ gets the win with a low blow and a Styles Clash. Only one Styles Clash. It was a really good match without a ton of finishers. There was only one Styles Clash, like I said, so it wasn't a finisher fest. And I like this more than the AJ Styles versus Roman matches, and I like those too. But this was a lot better. So, overall, man, Backlash was a great pay-per-view. AJ walks out the new champion. Really happy about that. And also happy with everything else on the show. Every match was solid. I will give Backlash an 8.5 on 10. In my opinion, this was a lot better than SummerSlam. In the comment section below, let me know your rating for Backlash. Hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, click the like button, and I'm out. See ya.